Hey Insiders, this week I wanted to get some feedback on a conversation we're having on the team as it relates to YouTube analytics. And in the previous video, you guys gave amazing feedback about a bunch of different ideas we're thinking about, and you'll be happy to know that the ones that generally you guys like the most are further along in the product development process. So can't say we'll build everything, and I can't tell you when we'll be done, but just know that we took that input very seriously, and it was super helpful. So I wanted to kind of, I guess, get more help. And one of the conversations that it's kind of a philosophical discussion we've had within the team was around whether or not YouTube analytics and maybe Creator Studio in general should do more to help creators think about what their next upload should be or what their channel should be about. And basically there's two schools of thought on this one, and it might be more of a continuum. But on the one extreme, you have folks who will say, hey, being a YouTube creator is something that comes from inside. It's an internal inspiration. There's a topic that you're super passionate about, and there's nothing that YouTube can say or do that's going to sort of change the type of content you want to produce. You know, you're an artist. This is your voice, right? The other extreme is the argument that, hey, for creators, especially those for whom this is like a full-time job and a profession, you can't afford just to do the stuff that you're interested in. You have to think about what your audience wants and what the opportunity is in terms of the potential size of the audience long term, or even what the potential is to monetize this type of content or that type of content. And any information that YouTube can give to help you think that through is useful. And then I suppose there's this middle ground, and that's where my gut is, which is it's probably 70% like you got to have an authentic passion about the topic, but 30%, any information we could provide around a potential audience size, or whether or not a particular area is heavily saturated with content already, or whether we see like trends showing emerging interest in this particular area, or we may maybe we could show here's some trending topics, not just on YouTube but on the web in general, that sort of point a direction of opportunity for your channel. So I guess I'd love to hear from you all how you feel about that. Do you think, you could say, hey, YouTube, you just make the uploads work, you show the ads, and then you give us the data we need about the performance, leave the content and editorial strategy to us, and very reasonable argument. Or you may say like, no, actually I would love, in addition to looking at the performance of my videos, I would love to know what are topics that relate to the videos I've done in the past that are now emerging, in web search or in the news or on Twitter or wherever. So curious to hear what the insider's point of view is on this. I'm sure there's probably going to be different opinions, but definitely let us know in the comments below, and we really appreciate it. Everything that you guys say, I read, and the whole team looks at, and we're very anxious to see where everybody ends up on this one. Thanks. Keep it real.